family, Mass Quasi, Go Hard Africa. Yes, I wanted to get on and do this live, man. You guys know I'm fleeing from Kansas City, and she was just, appreciation for, just the, what she see, the work, someone actually doing the work that's needed to be done here on the continent. While we wait for a few people to come on the line, we're going to talk about, just where we are and, how today, there's court processes that's taking place today. However, you have people who have, for the past 2.5 years, called for accountability, called for, justice, called for all types of ridiculous investigations. But now that it's time to go before the court, now that it's time for the Superior Court of the Gambia to hear this matter, they're hiding away. And we're going to talk about that in a second. We're going to talk about how repats are in the country operating at every level of corruption and, putting themselves out there as somebody that's going to help you out. And they're still, so you have to be careful. But we're going to talk about this court proceeding. Hold on. I'm answering any questions if you guys can hear me. I'm in the beautiful Gambia, West Africa. Bro, I'm on a live. I got my people here, man. We've been doing work. Wow, man, it's been a long day today. Man, it's been work ever since we've been here and been laying the foundation. But in any case, this repat movement, this repatriation movement, is not really a movement. You got leaders of the repatriation movement, so-called leaders that are YouTubers that are hiding from the authorities, the authorities at every level, the court system and the regular law enforcement and police officers are going and they're looking for certain individuals that are YouTubers here and that are known YouTubers here that have committed huge amounts of fraud here in the Gambia. I don't got to talk about it. You guys go look at the material. Y'all know everything that's been taking place here in the Gambia. And this is the sad thing. How could you build a house here only to have to duck and hide in the house because, you're getting served legal documents or, subscribers that put their faith in you, subscribers that put their trust in you. You took their money and they're coming to get their money or have filed a lawsuit against you. What type of, how could you promote the idea of living your best life and coming to Gambia and Gambia is better than England and you're over here and you can't be seen in public pretty much. So that's the type of thing that we've been seeing here in Gambia. However, everyone that had a part to do in creating the chaos here in the Gambia, they will see their day in court, even if they're in the U.S. and even if they're in the U.K. There's many people, man, that's here behind the scene and that's just totally disgraced or totally upset about the situation that they seen come out of here, especially our group of people. We had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. You guys are just finding out now many people that, that were a part of our community that, there's many people out there that came as the initial part of the community and there's still people out there. Many people. So this is about a collective group of people. It's not about, one person or one or two people having a problem. There is many people that's involved in this process, many people who have, put their money where their mouth was. And we're gonna get justice for that. This particular YouTube market, this is not a market that's a market that's going to make a difference unless you're someone like Watermaya. All right. Outside of that, if they're promoting, we got the African drums in the back. Somebody having a ceremony. My neighbor and them keep a nice party going on over there. So unless you're someone that's promoting positive about the continent, that's what we need to do. We have to suppress. We have to create legal teams. We have to stop individuals that are projecting us in a bad light. Those of us who are doing right, those of us who've had situations over the past years, past couple years with people running defamation campaigns and people, working behind the scenes to overtake your great efforts and overtake your great works. We have to come together and hold these people accountable. That's nothing. That's nothing for us to do. They work together to bring so much negative to this movement. They work together to destroy so much. We cannot say that if we sit around and allow this type of thing to transpire without really taking action against it, then there's no hope for anyone to come over here. There's no hope. How could we cry out about injustices in our own country, go to a whole nother country and play out the same scenarios where we're the ones producing the injustices? And the sad thing about it is we're producing these injustices against one another. It's not another race of people that's doing it towards us. It's our own self, as Brother RJ said. And I always go back to the mental health thing. It's really a mental health crisis, and it's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing that it have to play out like this, man, against good and well-intentioned people, that we have this group of people who have low moral standing, have low value systems, don't have self-respect and integrity. And what they want to do is they want to dirty the whole righteous movement with their personal grievances. I wish I can get up here as much as, a lot of these people that you see all the time up here, they're up here because they're trying to convince you of something. You understand what I'm saying? If you're doing the work and you're making it happen, you don't have to go up here and convince anyone. And most of the time, the people who are doing that, they're just trying to gain subscribers so that they can make money off of YouTube through donations. Man, I was dealing in 6 figures here in the Gambia. 7 figures here in the Gambia alone. And I only had 200 subscribers, but I was with people that I was helping that was building tens of thousands of people. But that they were being, they didn't have the right model. And our community, we got some issues. We have issues, especially when things are being done in that type of way. But however, you learn. And in any case, there must be truth and reconciliation before we can move forward. In the Gambia here, they had the TRRC, the Truth, Reconciliation, Reparations Committee, and that was a committee that was put in place to address the activities of the former regime here, and things that they said that took place. So they had is the TRRC still going, or that's finished? It's finished. So they held everybody accountable pretty much that they got, right? Huh? They, it's still more people. Okay. But anyway, we must have the TRRC. It's amazing, man. I came over here, man. I came over and I was like, hey, listen, this is like the greatest thing ever that I could do. Come to Africa and, return to the land of my ancestors. I was like, this is the greatest thing that I can do. And I was going to leave behind all of the problems that face the black man and woman in America. I was gonna leave all that stuff behind. And for a while, it was like that. It was like that until the problem made its way to West Africa. And we all see, anybody that's intelligence that while watching the situation. And we have a lot of sellouts. I mean, our community known for being sellouts. That's why there's money in this business. Anytime somebody doing a traditional businesses, they all are gonna, we're going into a whole nother system. You have to really have a humanitarian, a mindset or a agenda really, because all this capitalism, all it's doing is attracting people who are cutthroat, and they don't have a moral compass. So they're gonna sell out. They're gonna sell out this great movement. They're gonna sell out. They're gonna sell out their children. They sell out their own children. They sell out their husband. They sell out their wife. And it's the same old story. It's nothing new. However, the landscape now is this beautiful. Look at this beautiful palm behind me. Africa has its troubles itself, but our troubles in America, it runs deep. 400 years of being indoctrinated into a whole nother system that don't represent us, and we see the self-hate. We see it, man. Just tear the community apart, man. Tearing it apart, man. Especially of those of us that have come up and that was on the front line of the war on drugs in the 80s, and all the gang violence and all of that when it was at its height, and the drug abuse and the all of that era. Now it destroyed generations. So many of us said, hey, it's not gonna be anything left. They're gonna come sweep us up, put us in concentration camps, and half of us gonna be ready to go because we can't pay our bill, because we can't eat. We don't have money to buy supplies and food for our family, because we're not planning. Everything's getting higher, everything's going up, the banking system going down, jobs are going down, and they're making things higher. So that's the type of thing we gotta look at. And then the ones that want to get out of that situation, there's people that don't want you to go. There's people that want you to stay right there, right next to them. They say misery loves company. They want you to marry that and be right next to them. So they'll try to put themselves out there in the world as obvious distractors, and obvious just fake people, just devils. And that's the type of thing that we have to deal with. And right now we're at the time where we need to hold everybody accountable that's destroying the movement. Everybody accountable. And you're not, the authorities, you're not going to get away from the authorities. Okay? So if you're in this country, or you're planning on being in this country, it's better that you operate, within the law, because it's crazy. It's unspeakable, the actions, especially people at the highest level of the food chain in this repatriation movement. That's why we have to look out. I had the most popular YouTubers come here, and bring the cops to my house, police. And it wasn't the Lebanese man, it wasn't the Indian man, it wasn't the Chinese man. It was African Americans, families. For what though? And that's the crazy thing. But I'll tell you, the same thing that's going on in America is the same thing mindset over here. The same mindset amongst the community. And trust me, don't be, if you led by a fool, you're gonna be a fool. Just look at what's taking place and what's going on, and what you see, and it's the same nonsense of taking place over here, amongst certain groups. I'm not gonna say that that's because my experience been great amongst, the Gambian population here and the Gambian family. They don't keep as much drama as, people coming from the States. And, just a few people in the UK. In the UK. Y'all know, the ones that are here that are watching this, we have to do something, man. We have to really take strong legal action. We have to take strong legal action against these people. We have a $3 million lawsuit, our community. A legitimate $3 million lawsuit. Because that's the type of business that we had going on over here before, my former business partner decided to team up with individuals to, create a whole drama, man, that destroyed so much throughout Africa. And now is the time to take this to the highest court here in the Gambia. And we'll be there in 8 days from now. And, if there's cries for accountability, show up. Show up at court. You guys, man, the people, anybody that's here in the Gambia that, I don't know, if you're out there and you're doing the YouTube and you got YouTube, you probably want to have a good lawyer, because there's certain things that you can't say. If you have businesses out there, there's certain things that you can't say because you can get sued for that. So, and that's coming down the pipeline for a lot of you people that want to, certain people, you know what I'm saying? We're going after the big fish, and then, we're gonna clean up the rest of them, because, that have to take place, and, and we'll be successful in that, as we have been. But at the same time, anyone that, if you're looking at this and you have been victimized by, these people, you need to, a lot of people don't have the courage to stand up to a lot of these personalities because they don't want to go through what myself and other people have to go through, because people don't have any, integrity, and they'll lie. They'll come out with straight up lies and spend enormous amounts of energy lying and making things up, and now they have to, hide and, evade the court system, evade the authorities, and it's just too many people, in this main situation that, one person had this so much damage to by, their misdealings and all the things that they said I did that this person was actually doing. And it's known, and it's all coming to a head. So anybody that's out there, like I said, a lot of these people that you're looking at, that you guys were looking at as leaders in this movement, they have major legal problems in this country because of the ways that they have, the ways they've done things, and that's not successful, because everything that they built is they're liable now. All of that stuff is in jeopardy, you know what I mean? And that's just no way to be. And not in this type of movement, and not in the things that we're trying to do, but we learn the hard lessons, and then we move forward and we make things happen. So in any case, I wanted to jump up here because, I wanted to get the message out, man. It's crazy. You have to build a house and your walls have to be like like the Vatican, because you already know you're doing so much dirt in the world that, the army's going to come for you one day. The authority's going to come for you. A lot of what most people that came over to Gambia, the reason why, watching this YouTube and looking at individuals on YouTube, they were selling a dream. You understand what I'm saying? And you were financing the dream. So while they were saying, hey, everything is good, you could come here and you can be like me. You can build a house, right? You can build a house just like me, get land and build a house. And now you're sending money saying, hey, I want to build my house too. I want to get my land. You're sending the money, but your money is not going towards your land. Your money is going towards building that person's house that you're seeing building, because they think you're a complete fool. And I just have to be real, because they know most of you guys won't come, or, they use intimidation and fear tactics and things like that to get your money. Let's talk about it. This is the truth session right here. This not the lie session they had, and I'm not speaking too much on it, but it's not like the lie session they have, in which they're all liable and in court, and everything is downloaded. All videos. We have lawyers. We have multiple lawyers on this. All right. Every video that come out about this situation is downloaded immediately, and the transcripts are printed. All of that. All of that. All right, man. Peace. Yes. So I wanted to get on a second. I see if anybody had any questions about anything, they can ask me here. I normally don't get up here at all. I don't stay up here a long time at all either. I know a lot of people, they got their little YouTube studio and they're sitting up there and they're talking about every subject, every topic that come out so they can promote their business and things like that. I'm not doing that. I'm actually out making it happen. And only a few people get money in this YouTube. Only a few people. I'm trying to set me some food up. Hold on a second. I need food. I need food. Okay. Get my food right. Yeah, lady, I was gonna read that post that the sister sent over, but I think I was gonna do a whole separate one regarding what she talked about. Yeah, but Gambia is beautiful, man. I'm looking to travel all over Africa. I've been to about 4 countries so far. Gambia is beautiful, right by the beach. Yeah, I see people. We have to focus on the youth. I remember they told me that 20 years ago. Hey, we have to focus on the youth. Man, a lot of people here in Gambia that's from the U.S., UK, Caribbean. You understand what I'm saying? The problem, you can't change it. The people are not going to change. People are not going to change. They're just coming over. It's going to be the same thing, unless you're a business developer or you're someone that's at high levels of government, high levels of industry, and you just built around success and supply chain. Our people are straight consumers, straight consumers, and here, like a lot of people are trying to escape, they're bringing, they can't escape themselves. So, Mass Quasi, Go Hard Africa, like, share, and subscribe. And if you're doing things out there, be ready to be held accountable. Be ready to be held accountable. Don't try to hold people accountable and that didn't do nothing, or because you got a problem with them and you just want to bring the most drama. Da, 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 da. Understand what I'm saying? This, my people, I can't understand what but our, like I said, in certain groups, in certain circles, you can expect, just devastation and economic devastation, moral devastation, physical devastation, do all types of abuses, and we have a lot going on in our community, and it starts within that household, man. It starts within that household, and they broke that household down, and they put a lot of problems and trauma within that household, and now we don't even have household. It's not even a household no more. I mean, it's just the family is just it's not what it used to be. It's something strange, man. Let me see. They broke it down. They destroyed us, man. Destroyed the black man and woman in America. The once righteous people. But that story is the past. We have to focus on the youth. And, when we're going into other countries and things like that, we just have to be very careful of how we're moving. A lot of people are losing out money, you know, and doing do land. The land is crazy. Just with the land situations, people are losing out on huge money, and then we have our own people doing too much in the situation. So like, share, subscribe to the next video. Peace.